Hi everyone, out on my walk and have just been thinking about the SP journey. Now, many of you I know are still in a position where you would like to manifest your specific person, and it's been a journey of anguish and suffering and brokenheartedness, and I send all my love out to you, having been there myself many times. It is not an easy road to travel along. But what I want to say is this: the SP journey is one of the greatest journeys you will ever go on, because of what it makes you learn about yourself and what it makes you learn about just being more in a state of love, rather than I love you so much but really I want you to love me, which are two different things. And I think the specific person in your life is one of your greatest teachers of all time, and it is a journey that really can develop you from being in a childlike state around love to being in a adult to adult state around love. So things that I've learned along the way: that love is not over there with them. You can share love and enjoy love with them, but to have a wonderful relationship with a specific person, you yourself need to be able to access that fully on your own, and to be good at it, and to be able to maintain it, because everybody can start things, but not everyone can continue them. And the maintenance of a relationship, the maintenance of staying in a state of love, takes practice. So how do we do this? We do this, what I'm doing today: spending time in nature, enjoying being free, reconnecting with your inside self, reconnecting with Source, God, infinite intelligence, whatever word you prefer to use, and just being in a state that is, you maintain that on a regular basis by doing those wonderful things that make you feel good about yourself, about anything that is connected to you, that you're not requiring some external validation or an external power source of love through someone else giving it to you. I think these are some of the greatest things I've learned along the way. Now, I've just spent 3 days with my specific person, my loved one, and as you know, I do not use my relationship for marketing purposes. I keep that part of my life private, but I will always share with you my side of the story. And what I realize is that when we are together, it is about giving to each other, it's about listening to each other, it's about being playful with each other, and it's about really being in that childlike state. This is when the inner child and the childlike state is a good one, is when you can bounce off each other and enjoy those parts of each other and bring that playfulness and joyfulness to the relationship. Now, in regards to being together in an adult to adult state, I think it's about really remembering that that person is not your source of love, and that you need to learn to stay in that state and regulate yourself. Because I do see, and this was me as well, where you get very emotional, you get very stressed, you get very up and down, and you have a lot of drama going on in your mind, and that's because you are not doing enough of the things you need to do to balance yourself out, to ground yourself. So if you can, as you move forward in your specific person journey, bring that to the table. Bring the best of you, like when you met them. When you met them, you had other things going on. When you met them, you were doing all these wonderful things, and that was good fertilizer and fuel for the relationship, you see. So it's keeping that going, continuing that, so that it becomes just a wonderful journey that unfolds, and your relationship gets better and better, not worse and worse, not that it deteriorates. Now, when you notice certain things about your specific person that you don't like, it's making sure that you Don't spend all your time there going, why does he, why does she, why does he, why does she? And then you anchor yourself in that negative emotion. I mean, I do think sometimes we have issues in relationships. It's not about being perfect, but it definitely is about bringing the best of you to the relationship on a daily basis as best you can. Now, I know some of you with responsibilities other than work, you know, elderly parents, children, pets, all of that can make your time very limited, but it is about doing it the best you can with the time that you have, and to make sure you do something each day for yourself, whether it's having an afternoon sleep, or like today, it's just a stunning warm day here in London, to have a walk, to be around greenery. The oxygen we get from nature really is so wonderful for the mental state, the mental health, and for the physical body. So it's these things of doing little pockets of these things as we move through our day. So a cup of tea, going to be in a wonderful cafe and being on your own and enjoying a fresh fruit juice. It might be to go boogie boarding or surfing. It might be to go for a bike ride. Go and do those things and do them often. It is the fertilizer and the way that we ignite ourselves from the inside out. So that fun inspiration that we get from being free, that's how you get there. And then your relationship can flourish because you are bringing the right food to the relationship. You're bringing the right attitude. You're bringing the no one owes me anything. And when you do that, you set the other person free. And when you do that, you're in a state of more maturity around love, around the love with that specific person. And then they want to be around you. They want to come back to you. They want to connect with you. Okay? So allow as well. Okay, I'm seeing a lot through coaching, people trying to initiate too much contact. It might be this trying to connect in ways that have nothing to do with the relationship. It might be a hobby, it might be online gaming group, it can be all sorts of things. I see all sorts of variations of this. Do not use these things as a way to coax or control or force a specific person to have contact with you. It doesn't work. You still end up repelling them because your energy is about trying to make it happen. Okay, allowing is an art form. That's why Abraham Hicks calls it the art of allowing, because it is an art. It's hard at first. You get better at it though as you practice. Okay, so you know, when I look back at the last 10 years with my specific person, I've learned so much about being more relaxed, about not forcing. Don't force anything. Don't do it, because you end up, it's like snakes and ladders. You crawl up the ladder and then right back down with the snake. You end up further down because you've tried to take a shortcut. Okay, the less you do these things, the more you deal with your addictive behaviors, or you're trying to get behaviors, or your impatience, or whatever it is, I'm not getting enough, I want more, I'm dissatisfied. Deal with it and acknowledge it to yourself, and then do things to dissolve and dismantle it. Take responsibility. Do not put that on your specific person, because if you say you love them as much as you do, you wouldn't want to be doing that to them. Okay? So let me know your thoughts about where you're at with these things down below in the description. I mean, this journey is a magnificent journey. Just try and float more. Try and let go more. Try and go and be distracted more. The more you do that, the more your specific person comes. All right? Lots of love, and I will see you in the next YouTube. There is a free specific person course that I have recently released. It was a paid course. I've released it as a free course. I will put it down in the description for you and up here next to my head at the end of the video. And I will also put the specific person toolkit, the specific person meditations playlist, and also the attracting your person and the workshop for your specific person and a relationship with them. All of that's for free for you in the description below. Lots of love. See you in the next one.